All right, so these are the vents that we sealed. So as we do is we just put chicken wire over each breather, or stacks if you want to call them that, to avoid the iguanas from going inside these pipes. So in this property, they have a lot of broken tiles that the iguanas are using to hide when they see people or predators, which makes it difficult to catch these iguanas. Here's a broken tile right here. Here's another broken tile that our technician found. So they use these holes to hide from predators, for shade, and for shelter. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna advise this customer to cut these Aurica pumps back so they can use that as access to get onto the roof. On these lights right here, we're gonna wrap the ends with our plastic wrap so they can't climb those wires to get on the roof, because they're very smart. If they want to get up here, they'll find a way. And then these pumps here as well, we're gonna wrap these with plastic wrap to avoid these iguanas from climbing up. So what we do is we won't just wrap this one palm tree, the one that's close to the roof. We'll wrap all 3 of those palms. The reason being is because if they typically use this first one here to climb up, and they can't anymore because of plastic wrap, they'll climb this tree here to the top of the palm fronds, then they'll cross over to this palm front and then come down to get on the roof. So very, very, very smart reptiles. Same thing right here. Like we have to wrap all 3 to avoid them from climbing up. This bush as well, we're gonna have them trim that back completely so they don't walk on this ledge right here and come up to the roof. All right, so we just wrapped all these palm trees. What this is going to do is it's going to avoid the iguanas from climbing up and getting on the roof. So remember, we use the plastic wraps to not impact the aesthetics of the home. And like I said, if they use one palm tree to climb up, they'll jump to the next. But in this case, they won't be able to. So once this client trims back these trees on this side, about at least 3 feet, it's going to help tremendously to keep these iguanas off the roof. Remember, the iguanas can jump 2 to 3 feet if they really want to. So it's always good to cut all this stuff back to avoid them from coming in onto the roof. So these are the areas that the iguanas were digging burrows to lay their eggs, since it is breeding season. So we're gonna open these up to make sure there's no eggs inside. If there's any eggs, we're gonna remove them to avoid a new infestation. All right, so we checked the other burrows and they were pretty much hard, so they stopped digging. We did find these 2 eggs. So we're gonna keep digging this area here and see how many we can pull out of this hole. There must be right here.
Oh,
there you go.
Here.
Here you go. So we got 3.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, right here.
See it right there.
Look at that.
I think 1 popped.
That's fine.
That's water from the rain. So after we located the path of the burrow, we start digging it by hand to properly assess the burrow, because you're not really sure what way these burrows go. If you go in there with a shovel, the shovel might mess up the direction of the burrow, and then it's hard to locate what direction the burrow is going. So this was a real small capture of eggs, and we got 9 eggs in this area, and there's nothing else in these other burrows. Like I mentioned, they'll dig through all these areas, and if it's too hard, they'll stop. Just always make sure you use your hands to dig out the holes first, so you don't disturb the burrow path. All right, guys, so we sealed up the roof vents or stacks. We wrapped the pumps in the front with our plastic clear wrap deterrent. We checked these burrows for eggs. So we pretty much wrapped up this job. There's no iguanas visible at the moment. So if you guys have iguanas on your property and you want to avoid them getting on your roof, we suggest you call a professional like ourselves to do the work that we did. By keeping the iguanas off your roof, you also stop them from defecating, which is a big problem. On the backside, they have a swimming pool. So every time it rains, all that feces comes washing down, and it can lead to major health risks. If you guys have iguanas and you need them removed, contact your main iguana control.